When you've been talking for 10 minutes on mute. That's the way to start a stream. Yep. Hello, everybody. I've been talking to you for 10 minutes and you heard none of what I said. We just finished chapter 3. Hopefully you heard the bing bong. I'm so embarrassed. Thank you, JC, for telling me. JC, let me know if my voice is louder. I moved where the microphone is in relation to my mouth, and I turned the microphone up. So, hello, Kellex. Hopefully you haven't had to turn me up, so this is much better. Okay, good. Hopefully, I'm thinking there was some system updates that changed my microphone settings and I didn't notice. So hopefully I have compensated for those and we have decent audio when I don't have myself muted. Okay, quick recap of what I said in the last 10 minutes. We have the smooth stone, the glass, the blast brick, the stone, automated, throw stuff in the top, it comes out the bottom. I feel so silly. We have our rock washer, throw stuff in the top. Water is automatically flowing in the top. We just need to feed cobblestone in the back. It gets washed. It's generating copper. And this is the compactor. You throw the stuff in, it gets squished. It spits it out the back. That is where we throw tough fabric in, and it comes out as this ersatz leather. Okay. And then Grinch made us a lava generator using vanilla mechanics. And so I just have to come over here with my tank and grab it when it's full, so it keeps making us lava. And then we made the first of the 6 miners. And I'm going to make the other 5 and piggyback them around in a circle so that way they can share the scaffolding, reduces the amount of resources that we'll need to make. So I'll just need to landscape the back of this beach a little bit to give me a flat surface to build them on. And it shouldn't interfere with what I have here because I have this inset just a little bit. So that takes us to the Copper Age, which is what I've been working on, and I had just made the basic Technium machine right before District had wrapped up his stream, and that was going to be the focus on our stream. Hello, Davilchi, how are you? Hope you are doing well. So this is a big boy machine. This thing is interesting. It takes 53 wooden scaffolding, 16 black bricks, 9 treated wood planks, 12 stone bricks, and an engineer's crafting table to craft it. It's big. It's a very big multi-block. So I've already cleared this extra space over here to put this in, because I'm not sure exactly what it's all entailing to do, and we just need more space. So I'm working on getting the blocks that we're going to need to do this thing, because this is very, very big. So I'm gonna need to make some things and some stuffs, as JC would say. So we'll come over here and we'll get that in there and throw in some oak planks, because I don't think I have enough treated wood over here. I have 8. And we'll get some more. I brought over some of the lamps that we have found in villages and put one on either side to help light this area up when it's dark. So that way it's not quite so dark. They produce a fairly good amount of light. And I threw some wood in there to make me some more charcoal. And we had imprisoned a villager down in our hole back here, but when I was trying to figure out if I could get the lava to automatically go into the tank, it was not cooperating with me and he escaped. And so he now has attuned himself to one of the blast brick furnaces and turned himself into an armorer. So now we have this armorer running around looking like he's in charge of the blast furnaces. So it's kind of funny. So I have no idea what this basic Technium machine is going to do exactly. So I'm like, okay. It says hold G to open guide. So look at, oops, here. Look at this thing. That's a big thing. It's very cool though. I don't see though, where does the controller go? Like, I don't see the controller in here. So I'm a little confused. So, things that we need to figure out, which we will work on figuring out. So I need to make some stone bricks. There's that. That takes care of the stone bricks. Now, the black bricks, I have... Where did I put them? There's that. That's these. I told you it was either canceled or delayed, and I wasn't sure which it was. I wasn't sure what it was, and it turned out to just be a slight delay. Which I'm glad for, because it was delayed by 10 minutes. It wasn't as big of a delay as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a longer delay, which is why I told you that. So that way you weren't waiting for me and you could go get yourself food. Because I wanted you to get your food. Yes. So, are you out? You are out of fuel. There you go. So, the one aspect of this I don't quite have done yet is back here we are setting up cloches to feed logs into the blast furnaces. So it'd be nice if it would convert into planks before it burned, because, then it would just be a little nicer, but planks will be fine. I'm setting this up with the no other drops upgrade, because then the main upgrade is the wood, and I don't have to clean up any of the other stuff that the tree would drop. It's just the wood. So I need to get more of those into the cloches and add the trees. So for now, I'm still having to manually populate the fuel on the other ones. But once I get those populated, all of these will automatically be fueled, and I can also run and grab wood from these, because these will backfill all of these chests with wood. We'll have lots and lots and lots of wood available, which will be great. All right, so then that takes care of that one. Not you. All right, so now I need to make an engineer's crafting table, which I think is going to need more of the treated wood. So we're going to grab more of you and more of you. And during Grinch's travels, he also has gotten us 10 raw iron, which, if I'm right, I can melt that raw iron and get us 10 iron ingots, which would allow us to get iron pickaxes. So I think we will be able to upgrade 2 iron pickaxes, which will allow us to get some of the ores that we have found that require higher tiered picks. Which I don't know what we'll do with them yet, but like there's some visible ender ore over here. But we know it requires a iron pick to mine it. Oh, but it won't do us any good to mine it. Never mind. We can't actually use the ender ore for anything. Oh, that's disappointing. Why did they tease us by saying this ore is requiring a higher tiered pick, and then you still won't be able to do anything with it when you have it? That boo. And then I took the wood out, so I can't get the thing I need. Okay. It does say the ore are useless. Well, but we were able to get this from the ore that's in gravel. So the ore, it must be the ore that's in stone is useless, but when it spawns in gravel, you can get the raw iron out of it. Because that can be melted into the liquid. The regular ores you can't. But he was able to get this out of the gravel. I think it was the gravel. Alright, where is the engineer's craft? I keep going for my home key, which is not the right key in this mod pack. It's this one. Engineers crafting table. So this one. So I'm going to need some slabs and some sticks. Okay. So we're going to do that to get the slabs and that to get the sticks and that. I need a regular crafting table. I have crafting tables galore back in the storeroom. So Grinch made me bridges so I can just walk the shortcut straight across the water. And I didn't notice them at first, so I was still running the long way around. I felt so silly. I'm like, why didn't I notice them? I felt so silly. Here we go. There is that. Okay, so now if I go use this. Okay, it says I have everything I need to build the structure. So that is step 1. Oh, I also planted the carrots and the potatoes. So that way we'll have some additional food options. Not that it's been a problem so far, because hunger just doesn't exist. It's weird not needing to eat. Put those in the immersive crusher. Oh, yeah, because you have a 67% chance of doubling it. See, that's 3 to 4. 3 to 8. Purification chamber, it's a automatic double. That might be the way to go. Go to the purification chamber. Depending on how hard those machines are. We might be a very long way from mechanism, though. Okay. So I'm going to come over here. All right. So if I put the machine... Okay, so use here. Click to view the required structure. I'm clicking. Nothing's happening. All right, so let's put this. Nope, there we go. Okay. So 5. Okay, so it's this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then the treated planks were in the middle. And this is in the center, like that. Okay, and then we've got 3 tall pillars with the stone bricks on the corners. All right, so we take this, and this is going to be 1, 2, 1. 3. Okay. Now, the frame is on the diagonal, up 5. Okay. Forgot, you can climb up and down these. They're scaffolding. Okay. Okay. Oh, dang it. Okay, so then we're connecting them one short of the top, like that. Like that. Okay. And then all right, so then we've got, what do we have here? One sitting on top. Well, that's not right. Dang it. Oh, the connectors need to be one higher. Okay, hang on. All right, so then these. Hang on. Okay, let me look at it again. Okay, so the center connection is up 1. Okay, so if I do this, that gives me something to put it on. Okay. Then take that out. Take that out. Okay, it's showing idle, which I think that means I have the multi-block correct now. Now it's just waiting for the 9 items that go here. Okay, so that is this. So now I need to make or collect the items that are here, put them in the machine, and then it's going to start making basic Technium ingots. Now, if I read this right, okay, that takes us to the next stage. All right, so I'm gonna write down the list so that I don't have to keep looking at it like every 2 seconds, because otherwise I will. Okay, so it is 4 stone gear, 8 black brick, 4 copper rod, 16 mini coal, 1 copper ingot, 6 flint, 8 glass, 2 leather, or the other kind of leather, 16 treated wood. Oi! Treated wood planks. Okay. That's a lot of stuff. All right. Some of that I have back in the storeroom, so I'll go grab that. So I think that means we have to have some sort of automation line in process for every single one of those items so that we can have continual processing of these technetium ingots. At least that's how I would interpret that. Grabbing all of these because I think we're going to need them. There's the flint. Alright, so we've got the flint. Alright, I've got hemp in here. Which is what you're supposed to use to make that tough fabric. Right? Oh, you compact the hemp to make the tough fabric, and you compact the tough fabric to make the leather. Okay. We can do that because that'll give us more of the leather. Okay. what else do we need? Oh, I didn't grab the sand. That's all right. We can go back and grab that. All right, so here is the compactor. Let's put all of that in there and let it get compacting to make us the tough fabric. And then I need processed copper. Grab you. Grab you. Okay, so we're gonna need ingots and rods. Stop making you for now. We'll put that in there and start melting copper. It's 4 copper rods and 1 ingot. The flint is a factor of 6. So I can leave 1, 2, 3. And flint is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you go in slot 6. And leather is a factor of 2. You go in there. Treated wood plank says 16. I don't have enough for that. I don't know if I put multiple simple solidifiers in here with different tasks, if the controller could handle routing them to different places or not, or if it would get confused. Or if I need to set up like a whole different processing like with a different controller solidifier, like one dedicated to doing gears and one dedicated to doing ingots and one, which I can do that. We could probably just stack them up like one next to each other here. Or if I put them in one big multi-block, would that confuse it? I don't know. Okay, we're gonna switch. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so now the ingots are number 5. So you're gonna go in there. Okay. We need mini coals. And I have coal in here. And we need 16. That's 1 worth. There's 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll just do 4. Put those away. Mini coal is slot 4. Alright, do I have blast brick? We can do. Blast brick is supposed to be a factor of 8. I don't have any more there. Flint's in 2 places. Do I have any more here? No. Well, we'll make more while we're waiting. That's fine. Blast brick is number 2. Okay, copper rod. That is 10. I need 16, so let's do another round of copper. Put the rest of you away in there. We need glass. Do I have glass made? No. And no. So I need to bring back sand. Can do. We're almost out of sand. We still have a little bit, but Grinch brought back lots and lots of sand from doing treasure maps from shipwrecks at the various villages that he found while he was out exploring. He brought back all of the sand from finding those, and those have been just chilling, and it works great because we have all of that available to make glass. And we'll have it available if we need to make more grout, which is always possible. Okay, so we're gonna need to make stone gears. I'm gonna throw some of that in there. Okay, so I'm gonna do a couple of you. I need the regular stone, which is here. And did I make any regular stone? No. Let's go ahead and make some more regular stone as well. There's 2. What am I missing? I'm missing more of those. Okay, so we can do five. Now what are we missing? Now we're missing the regular stone. And you ran out of fuel. And you're out of fuel. This is why we need to get those cloches set up so everybody stays fueled like this bad boy does. That way it's not a problem. I know. So, such a pain. How much more do you have to go of the charcoal? Rearrange. This is higher priority. I need the stone. Come on. Yeah, make it work faster. Well, that's 2 worth. Still making rods. Lots of copper rods. I can always remelt things down, too, if I end up with way too many of something. So that's good. Okay, oop, no, wait. Copper rods are 3. You go in 3. Stone gear goes in 1. Now I need to go back to working on the treated wood planks. So that is you. Just need to wait for this to finish up. Got a few more to do. I can't put this in until you're done. Okay, there you're done. Get that out. Move the planks in and add fluid. And our glass should be about ready. Big thing of glass. Glass goes in slot 7. And over here, you're done. So all of that made all of 18 tough fabric. And it's 4 tough fabric to the leather. So that'll make enough leather for 2 more ingots. So we need to set up another line of this over there, pulling the creosote into here and making planks into treated wood. That is a lot of very different processing lines to get items all into here. Check mark. Which crafts our first Technium ingot. Boom. Yay! Technium ingot is very expensive. Automation is much needed. You should be able to automate this with everything in the quests up to this point. Right. Thank you. Thank you very much. So we know what we need to do is make more of these and set them up closer to their inputs. Yep. Well, we break that into a nugget. And then upgrade to a machine frame, because this will go better. You just don't want to fall behind. These will work better when they have a machine frame in them. So if I can make this and make enough of them to speed up all of my miners once I have all of them, then my inputs will be faster. This one doesn't have that same speed up that this one does, but this one has the speed up option. Yes, I agree with you, because I need 5 more of these, and I need another one of these so that I have the hemp going into this, going into this. So there should be 2 of these. A hemp making tough fabric into this. So I need a leather producing setup. I'm making another list. Hang on. So I need a flint setup. I need a leather setup, and that's using the hemp. I need separate lines for copper ingot and rod. Let me think. I've got the black brick. Oops. I got the black brick that I have to manually turn into the black brick whatchamacallit. What do I call it? Blocks. You know what I mean. So there are those. And there are more rods. Oh, it's weird. My shadow's moving with the sunset. Oh, that's just weird. It's cool, but it's still weird. Okay, I can move. Okay, the bricks can go out of my inventory. That can go out of my inventory. I don't have an automated way of crafting the stone gears. I don't have an automated way of crafting the stone gears. Oh, okay, and I need to do the treated wood planks. Which, if I leave this setup to be my copper setup, the easiest thing would be to make another setup here that, oh, I moved that. Make a new setup here behind this that uses the creosote. Right. That makes sense. Okay, so there's another ingot. Okay. Let's take, where'd my thing go? Put you back together again for a minute. Just because it's easier to store 2 ingots. Let's start with the treated wood. I can put the leather in now. And then stone gears is what I'm missing. So can I make more stone gears here? Oh, I'm missing more stone. Only 2. What am I missing? More stone rods. It's going to be this, this. Now what am I missing? Now I'm missing the wooden gears. Lots of wooden gears. Here's 8 more of these. Now the crafter... Oh, what am I missing here? Stone gear. 8 of those, 4 of those, 16 of those. Oh, I'm still missing treated wood planks. Need you. Hey, where'd my chest go? Here, hold that. I'm running low on creosote. $16, I'm too short. Okay. Alright, so I set this up off stream. We'll do another one on stream. So we need sand, clay, and gravel. So sand and clay and gravel makes grout. And we put the grout in up here. Grout, grout. And you're out of fuel again. How about we just throw some planks in there to keep it going so I don't have to think about it. There's a thought. I'm going to need 2 coal gears and a copper gear. Oh, with the nuggets. Oh. So I've got 2. 2 times 9 is 18. I'm going to have enough for 3 machine frames right now. And I'm going to need 6. So I got to keep going. I need 2 more ingots worth. That'll allow me to get 1 upgrade in each of my basic. Eh, right. There you go. Nope, nope. Planks. I'm gonna need to go harvest my hemp. I'm gonna need to do all the things. Poor ATM9 is gonna feel very neglected. I have many, many things to do. Okay, I need 8 more of you so I can borrow the rest of these. I love that you get to avoid wandering traders and yet settled in a village. Well, you know, it's part of it was because it gave us the waystone, which makes it so much easier to travel around. Oh no, no, it's not that I miss the sound of the wandering traders. Believe me, no. But it does give you that cozy feel that there's people manning the machines. So you know that there's workers. My factory has workers. Hey, look, we have tech bucks. And the occasional loaf of bread. Hey, you're doing such a good job. Have some bread. You're welcome. Enjoy your bread. Okay, so that is 3. You rounded a corner on a random island and you found one. Alright, great. Here is my last one I have to have. How have you managed to not find one village? I think we're up to like 8 or 9. What am I doing? Break one of those into nuggets. Put the rest of them in here. Okay, so now we have you are empty. So now we can put the gear mold in. Sacrifice the waystone in a village and send Grinch with it to go find JC Space. I mean, we even took a village waystone and used it. I don't know if you were around this morning, District, to see this. I better be ready just in case. When Grinch was out doing his explorers. Grinch even found me a woodland mansion already. So, you know, and yes, the woodland mansion does have mops. Hence the reason we didn't move in there immediately. It was dangerous. No, pillager outposts are empty. One of the villages that we were scouting out has a pillager outpost nearby, and so we thought about using it as our starter base. And it was, I think it's village 3. Has the pillager outpost next to the village, but then just to the south of that is a zombie village, and the zombie village is spawning zombie villagers. But the pillager tower didn't spawn anything. So it's really it's very interesting. It's sort of hit and miss. And like the water will occasionally spawn the drowned. So that's part of the reason why I did bring some lights over here so it doesn't get too dark. Because I don't want to risk anybody bothering me over here. And I try not to get too close to the water. So the charcoal melts into molten coal, which I can use for my coal gears. Which I'm going to need a lot of those, so let's just dump a bunch. And I can also convert it into regular coal, which then will feed into my coal coke oven. So I need a charcoal into coal into the coal coke oven, which then is into the creosote into the treated wood line. Yeah, we specifically left that one alone just in case it was needed by anyone else. We left Spawn Village alone. We figured that one would be the emergency waystone in case somebody needed it. So that's why we didn't touch it. All right. Excellent. That worked out perfectly then. Okay, so that is called, what is that called now? Basic machine frame. All right, so this is a basic machine frame, this one. And I also need a copper gear, so I need to come over here. And now we're going to do the copper. And I should check over here. See, that's just it, JC. Yeah, and I... We figured it had to be something config related that wasn't working. And ding and ding. Welcome! Waystone is straight ahead. believe I have to do sort of ally. Yep. I gotta do some sort of ally thingy. Hang on. No. FTB teams. No, that's not it. It's this one. Manage alloys. District and JC and Calyx. Accept them as allies. Okay. Now you can be a friend. Lovely. Okay. I forgot what I was doing. Oh, there's leftover coal. Hang on. Let's get the leftover coal out first. Then we'll make some copper gears. I probably should now that you have one. TPA to doop. Oh, we got a machinist. Nice. Alright, back to Starter Village 1. Ooh, Whoop. Alright, now we do this. And put the gear one back in. Now we can make copper gears. Here we go. How are we doing on time? Oh, not doing good on time at all. Okay. Here. Boom. Boom. That's my alarm. The researcher. A place above the machine to enable input and output from the machine extender. Ooh. Isn't researcher... Oh. We gotta do it. We've unlocked basic research. We're not touching it. We've unlocked it. I don't know what to do with it yet, but we've unlocked it. That leaves the machine extender. That's the last quest in basic Technium, and the last quest in basic. But before we finish this chapter, I have a lot of upgrades to do. So, I'm not going to finish the chapter. I'm going to get the upgrades done. So, I'm going to build the rest of those multi-blocks so that we have the other 5 inputs being generated automatically. I'm going to get the upgrades made so that they work faster, which means I'm going to have to make some more of those ingots. I'm going to make more of those processing lines and insert them over here so that we're making charcoal into coal into coal coke, and that generates creosote that goes into treated planks. I am going to make lines over here that are making flint and leather. And I'm going to make additional lines there that allow me to make copper ingots and copper rods. So that when we next come back, which probably will be next weekend, we should have all 9 inputs that go into the basic ingots relatively automated. Again, relatively automated. I can't automatically make stone gears. I can make the inputs for the black bricks, but I still have to assemble them from the individual ingots into the black bricks. But the other items, I basically can bring the inputs over, dump them into whatever the appropriate station is, and it will craft them for me. That's the goal. So that all I have to do is grab the various things from the end box, take them over to there, and then it will craft me more ingots. That's our goal. And then I will be able to finish that last craft, finish the basic chapter, and then we will move on to see what research is all about. Because research is really important in this mod pack. We know that, but I have no idea what it entails. So that will be our next step in Techopolis 3. I hope you enjoyed our little shorter stream this afternoon. I'm glad we got as far as we did, right on the verge of being able to start research. It's a really good stopping off point, and I can then work on all of this infrastructure stuff off stream. It's a lot of building and moving stuff around and making additional infrastructure, and some of it's a little confusing, but I think I can do it. I do have 4 sweaters on the order board right now, so it will be a lot more knitting between now and next weekend, but hopefully I'll be in a good place, and I will see where we're at on all the mods 9, and maybe we'll have an update there as well. We will see. So with that, I will bid you a good afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will see you next time. This is Katiana signing off. Goodbye.